if I may summarize, you're asking what can bring down the market. So I think that markets are never without risks. One very clear and big risk that I see is what's happening in the U.S. We've been flagging those risks. I think those risks have not yet played out, but we know that they will at some point play out. The U.S.'s choice of shifting from a loose monetary tight fiscal policy to a loose fiscal tight monetary policy will have its own costs. As the economy slows, and it is starting to slow, we are seeing 10-year bond yields fall, the stock markets are bumping up. But the risks that emanate from a slowdown in the U.S. right now are going to challenge some of the very basic tenets of the financial markets. So that's something that is on my mind as I think about it, because whenever that happens, there can be a very sharp correction in markets globally. However strong we may be, we are still connected to global markets, and I think there would be uncertainty. I think there are several uncertainties that can emerge from, fiscal mismanagement at the state level. So we are seeing, India as a democracy faces challenges which no one else has seen. So the first thing is that we are trying to become a developed economy as a democracy. Remember that there was no universal franchise even in the UK till the First World War. So most countries have developed when they were not democracies. We are an inevitable development that occurs when you start growing your per capita income is a rise in inequality. You could handle that in China. You could handle that when you were the form of democracy that the US and UK were running. I don't think India can afford that. So I think there will be significant political challenges, and that at the central level, I think for the next 5 years we are set. But at the state level, you could start to see like what's happening in Karnataka, that 50,000 crores spent and there's no money left to do anything else. So there are many. So how the political system sort of grapples with this rise in inequality and the public discontent is going to be a huge challenge for us as well. Something else to add?
I would say, on the economic front, there is one significant challenge is unemployment, because these numbers are rising, and it's becoming to my mind, it is becoming a real issue. I don't know whether at what point of time it starts to play in the markets, but it's a real issue. The other thing is the valuation itself. You don't buy the market. If you buy real euphoria and you buy, what is really in fashion, that is the biggest risk, because you lose money not in the market, you lose money in individual companies, right? So as long as you are able to avoid that greed which arises because of the lack of feeling, then you will be okay.
Okay, Alex, with your permission, there is a